A train wreck to spin fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene.
Hey, good morning, Mega GMs. Man, we just one-shotted the abstract stream this morning. Love it. Love to see it. All right, how we doing, guys? It's good to see you. Oh yeah, welcome to Slam Nation. We got some stuff we're cooking. We got some happenings happening, which I'm excited to get into a bit this morning. Also, we're kind of back, right? Maybe not the back we want. Back in the bear market, I think is the way to put it here. We're going to look at this market, see if we can make some sense of it today. Spoiler, anybody who tells you they know where we're going, actually, they might be right. They might be right. We'll look at that. Guys, we're live on Abstract. We're live on X. We're live on YouTube. We are live on Kick. All the usual spots this morning. Wherever you're watching, smash the like and get ready for the big show coming on Thursday. What's up, Hood? Hoods, I saw your DM. I'm sorry. I just saw it today. I'll get back to you today. I'll reply after the show. Sorry about that, dude. Big show coming this Thursday. You know, if you've been watching the show, I've been kind of teasing it out. Who's coming, the what, the why. A lot of secrets, a lot of things to be revealed here still. And man, I can't wait. Excuse me. Dude, I better not get sick for Thursday. I'm in a sick house right now. The kids run through all of them. Boy, I better not be sick for this 12-hour marathon show on Thursday. And truthfully, might actually go longer than that. It might be longer than 12. We'll see. I will have some guest co-hosts throughout the show. Let me go over the guest list here and how you tune in and really what's happening. But I cannot wait. So anyway, coming Thursday, we're going to be live over on, right here on YouTube. What's up, DK? We'll be live right here on YouTube. We'll be live on X. Well, I think it's going to be the usual places. We'll be on Abstract as well. Primary spot, though, is going to be YouTube and X. 12-hour marathon stream. This is starting at 5 a.m. Eastern time. And the plan is to go to 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll say this, there's a little wiggle room there where, like, look, maybe it starts earlier and maybe it goes longer. It might, because we're just getting more and more people reaching out that want to be a part of this. We've got some guests that have confirmed that they want to be on the show, but haven't locked in the time. And some of them are really big names. So the list is growing. The show's evolving. It's going to be spicy, man. I'll have some co-hosts during the show, mostly from the CryptoSlam team, which is going to be awesome. Our founder, Randy's probably going to be hanging for parts of this show too. Which is going to be great to see him interacting with some of these big names out there. You'll see that list again and you'll get an idea of what, some of these conversations with some of these guests may be more like panels, discussions, right? As opposed to like one-on-one interviews. Thinking specifically when we talk AI, it might be the AI teams all together. We'll reveal all this. And the same with NFTs. And that said too, I think Henry may co-host part with me too, or it's that the NFT projects are another kind of group chat panel. It's going to be sweet. I cannot wait. Our list of guests, though, is wild. Full schedule is going to go out today. So stay tuned for that. You catch your favorite project, you'll know exactly what time they're coming on. But Yatsu from Animoca is coming on. We got the Arbis team coming on. Big Will's coming. The Cool Cats co-founder, Link, is coming. We'll talk CryptoSlam, by the way. We'll talk CryptoSlam. We're definitely talking Slam Nation. There might be some Swarm talk. Maybe. I'm going to leave that to the guys. Luke from Dapper Labs coming on. We've got Dr. Emma Sage, Crypto Sage Senior coming on. Mythical Games coming on. That I can't wait for. You know, like the Pudgy Party game is on Mythical, and what is it? FIFA Rivals on Mythical. They got so many great products over there. Nate Geraci, the ETF God, his third time on this show now. He officially gets the name ETF God. We made a deal. Third time on. It's official. We've got Say coming on. Love Say. Tatum, partners of ours. Can't wait to chat with them. Tradeport, same thing. Friends of ours and partners. Troon, exact same thing. Looking forward to chatting with those guys. VPay's coming on. Webacy will be here. Zyber will be on. Yahoo Finance will be on. That's going to be crazy. And I hope you guys remember Jared J. Squiggle, who used to come on the Friday shows for Art Talk. And I want to talk art. You know, we want to celebrate all of 2025, like all corners of this market here. And you got to have art in. I think art has been one of the most exciting things happening here in crypto. Period. You know, I'm an art collector. So Jared J. Squiggle will be on too. Stay tuned for more. I wouldn't be surprised if we get up to like 10 more guests coming on, and probably some names you recognize. Okay, schedule coming today. More details coming. But set your alarm clock. 5 a.m. Thursday morning. What would be, dude? Would be cool to bring him to life. I never got a reply from Suno, and I'll ping him again. Like everybody I reached out to, I'll do one more reach out. But here's the cool thing. Feedback has been so great, dude. These will probably happen more regularly. Notice like we kind of tweaked the name. It's a little different. Breakout 2025. Honestly, I think this is going to end up being a monthly thing with like a year review thing. But I think this is going to end up being Breakout January, Breakout February. That's how I picture it. That's how I want it. And I think it makes a lot of sense. So cover like the hottest projects over the month and do it in like a, good marathon show. They don't have to be 12 hours. They can be 5 hours. They can be 3. You know what I mean? But I think this is going to be a monthly thing. I can't wait. Along with your daily show. Never going to stop. What's up, Benny? Good morning, man. Okay. So make sure you're following CryptoSlam on X, where the show will be streaming. Dude, I'm obsessed with Dune right now. I can't stop watching Dune. It's like my background everything right now. But also make sure you're following or subscribe to CryptoSlam on YouTube. Okay, so last point about the show. I cannot set up the X stream ahead of time because it's capped at 6 hours, and this is definitely going long. So the link that's out there is YouTube. It's the best link you have for just to know where the show is going to be and when it's starting. It will go live on X, though. It will be that 12 hours. It'll be uninterrupted. If you fire it off live, like on the spot, it can go 12 hours. But again, if you schedule ahead of time, 6 hours. So stay tuned. It is a Slam Nation show. It is. And we'll have some Slam Nation builders on the show too. So make sure you're following us at Slam Nation X over on X. If you're building this space, we want you to join us. It's builders, developers, content guy even too, all together in a Slack, sharing insights, supporting each other, me supporting you, getting you on the show to show what you're building. And I want to do that. If you're a builder out there, I want to have you on the show. I want to show what you're building. And if you're building those apps and dashboards and agents and tools, you need the best data to power it. And that's what we're bringing for you. So again, reach out to us, join us in Slam Nation. We'll get you tapped into our API. We'll give you credits for it. And we'd love to see what you're building. Love to fuel what you're building. Follow us at CryptoSlam.io for like the 10th time now. And let's get to it. Let's kick it off here with, I think, a major headline. Okay, everybody's talking market right now. I think that's not the biggest story because, well, we'll get to it, but you'll see. I don't think anybody knows where we're going. Everybody's got good takes, and I don't think anybody's wrong. I don't think anybody knows either. So forget the noise of the market. For me, the biggest story, the craziest thing happening out there right now is Disney embracing AI in a way that kind of shocked me. I think probably surprised a lot of people here. Starting last week, we heard that Disney had invested $1 billion into OpenAI. Pretty crazy. Their fans obviously hate it. Disney fans hate it. But they've been set up for this. They know stuff like this. They know Disney's going full throttle in the AI direction, right? Disney said they're going to have AI-generated community content right on Disney Plus, which is amazing. Dude, amazing. I love that idea. And we watched a crazy AI video over the weekend here too, just showing how powerful it's getting now for video generation. Crazy stuff. So now seeing for the first time that Disney's launched an AI product, an AI tool called DisneyGPT. Not surprised. Pretty damn cool. So DisneyGPT is actually live right now, not for you guys and me, which is a bummer, but it is live right now. It's for Disney employees here. And it's pretty interesting. Right now, and you can go to the site. I'll drop it in the chat. You can't sign in. You can't use it. There's some kind of, it's for employees. You actually have to be a Disney employee to use it. But it's pretty damn cool. Here, I'll bring this up so you get an idea of what it is. Zoom in a little bit too. Think of this as like a Disney knowledge base, right? Think of this very much how you would use ChatGPT right now. But if ChatGPT were trained on like everything Disney, their history, like the filmography, like picture like IMDb mixed with everything they have on the back end about Disney, mixed with like Disney art. Like I'm assuming it's being trained on Disney art. So it's like it's the knowledge base of Disney, but now accessible via ChatGPT. So like for employees, it's incredible. If they're trying to like remember a thing or reference something or trying to spark an idea, it's just they go right to their version of ChatGPT and they start asking questions. And look, I think what's so underrated about this, is how do we bring users into AI? Look, everybody's going to be using it anyways if they're not already. And I think plenty of people are not still. The way you onboard them and getting them using it is you start using it at your workplace. That's simple. I think a lot of people are about to level up their understanding of AI because of something like this. They're going to work with it hands-on. It's going to click for them. They're going to realize how powerful AI is going to be. And then, oh yeah, I think it's going to do what we thought it would do, which is make them more productive at their work. That thing is happening in real time. I'm more productive with my work because I use ChatGPT. I am. And behind the scenes, I'm using some other things to make me more productive, AI-based, right? Now, like Disney employees are going to get their taste of that too. And we see how that plays out or pays off in the markets, in the economy later on. We'll see it. Mufasa, you know what I think is like the biggest opportunity out there? Like, I think, okay, the two biggest opportunities out there right now are, well, it's all the same thing. Truth-seeking AI products. That's it. Truth-seeking AI products, things that fight machine hallucinations and things that like are time-stamping and like certifying your data. I think that's all part of the same thing. I think that's the biggest opportunity, best opportunity for like building a product. And we see that with things like Facey, right? Aristotle. There's a couple other monster ones. Mira, right? We've got examples of that out there. But I think as a trader, let's say investor, I think your best opportunity is investing in stuff like that right now. Because the hallucination thing, it's brutal. I had a tweet just, days ago? 2 days ago? Exactly the issue. I asked it how many R's in the word garlic, and it tells me 0, and then it tells me 2. And then on the third try, it finally got it right. Like, I'm a believer in the AI thing, of course. And I also believe it's not ready yet. And it's wrong so much that like, it's hard to trust it. So to me, that's the best product out there, is something that fixes that. Oh, by the way, if you've been using GPT 5.2, and if you don't think it's very good, all right, you're definitely not alone. You're definitely not alone. I was chatting with a coworker this morning and said he reverted back. Sci-fi is that, huh? I didn't know that. You talk sci-fi, and I still don't understand what it is, but if sci-fi is like truth-seeking, dealing with hallucinations, that's awesome. I like. Hoods, that's awesome, dude. That's great, dude. Okay, check this, and I'll move on from here. I think I'm gonna pull it up for you though. Okay, so coworkers moved from GPT 5.2 back to 5.1 because GPT 5.2 is not good. But I think I might be the first person in the world who found this out. I think I found the one thing that it's good at. Actually, better than good, I think it's great at. I think it's the best I've seen from AI yet. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can do this justice here. Okay, you'll get a little spoiler here for the show. I gotta see if I can actually show this where it'll make sense. Okay. So like I'm throwing the schedule. Here's the schedule as of right now, by the way. I'm throwing the schedule for the show into ChatGPT, and I'll say, "Hey, make me a graphic on make me a graphic for the schedule." So I give it to Grok, and Grok random characters and like whole like just fuckery everywhere, right? Grok can't do it. Grok can't take the schedule and make me like a graphic for it. It can't. ChatGPT used to not be able to do that. It couldn't do it. It just couldn't. It would get some stuff right and other parts way wrong, or it would just be all scrambled up, but it wouldn't do it. And now it does. Now it does. I gave it the schedule and it put it in a chart. I'm going to show you because like I think I see where GPT 5.2 strength is now. It's crazy. So let me see if I can throw this up here. I think this is it. Yeah. Dude, I threw the schedule into it and it gave me that. Look at that. I have seen no other AI tool that can do that with a single prompt. I just gave it the text and I said, make me a schedule. It took the Slam Nation Breakout 25 thing from a previous tweet. It took the orange yellow banner at the top from a previous thing I was doing with it. It took the date from previous stuff. It took the EST UTC breakdown. It took the watch live on CryptoSlam. It took all of that from previous chats. I think it's bonkers. So, hang on. Let's get back up here. Hang on. Boom. If you're, that ain't right. That ain't right. Is that better? There we go. Isn't that cool? Okay. That's for me. I just accidentally stumbled on it. And that's what happens when you use AI. I think it's GPT 5.2's strength right now. It's text to images. And I don't know if it's like character creations, but like words to image and whatever. That I think that's its strength right now. So crazy. And I'm telling you, Grok can't do it. I don't know if any of the others can. So there's your alpha for today. All right, let's look at this market, man. Wow, yesterday was spicy. Hoods, it's so fun. Dude, it's a skill. I hope you're pushing. I know you are pushing. I hope you keep doing it because prompting is like an art and a skill, and I am not there. I'm not there. But I get it. I see it. What's up, JY? Isn't that cool, though? Like, I'm sorry. I think that was so cool. You never know when you stumble on like something that's going to help you, and that probably saved me an hour of work if I end up using that, but that probably saves me an hour of work at least. So, all right, yesterday, I'm not going to say bloodbath because it certainly wasn't that, but yesterday, awful. Really, I think more and more people are being won over to the idea that this run is over. Right? Are you starting to flip? Are your friends starting to flip? Because like mine are. I kind of am, although I'm not, but I kind of am. I don't care, so I'm not really taking a side. I still think next year could be incredible. I think there's reasons next year is probably different. Good morning, Cats. Oh, Cats, you would appreciate this, dude. I'm going to show Cats real quick. Cats, GPT 5.2, not good. Not good for prompting, like just info. I don't think it's good for info. I don't know if you saw this a minute ago, Cats. I found its strength, which is it's text to graphs. Like graphs, dude. Look, I gave ChatGPT my schedule for the show. I just put it in text and it made an image for it. I can't believe that. And none of the others could do this. One single prompt, and it did it with my like colors and my kind of scheme and my naming and all this. Like other ones can't do that. So anyway, GPT 5.2. If you're trying to make a chart, a graph, whatever, I think that's I think it knows where to plug in text. Crazy. All right. So we did touch 85K yesterday. Cat's over for sure, never coming back, all-time high next year. I agree. I actually think that's true. I do think Bitcoin all-time high next year. And we're back at extreme fear. We're back. In fact, I want to check coin market cap and see where we're at there. And you feel it. I think people are flipping. Okay, fear here in the crypto markets. It feels like that, man. It feels like that. And so nobody knows where we're going. Everybody's got their takes. I don't have a take anymore. No, I do. I'll have a take. It's fun to have a take. I'll have a take. I think next year is going to be great still. I do. I know the chart would argue with that. I know that what liquidity matters probably more than anything. You know that, like, right? We felt that in an ecosystem when liquidity is gone. Well, your tokens can't do what you want them to do without that liquidity. We're not reaching those heights without it, and liquidity is leaving this market, and we're seeing it by market caps getting erased. Tom Lee thinks first half of 26 will be bad. Tom Lee also thought, what, 200K, 250K Bitcoin into the year and like, I don't know, like 50K ETH. Actually, that might make me bullish if Tom Lee thinks first half of 26 will be bad. Also, I agree. I think I don't know. All these scenarios make sense. I'll tell you what doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense. Okay. Here's Bitcoin at almost 87K. Let's do the numbers real quick. ETH at 2,900. BNB at 865. Ripple 192. Solana 127. Not great. We have much further to fall. For sure we do. And it's a matter of like when. It's not an if thing. We have much further to fall. And then, of course, we got the other side. We got much higher to go. And it's a when. It's not an if. And I start thinking again to all the things coming next year. Token airdrops are mattering less and less and less, right? We know the seed token's coming. We know Mask is coming. We know base tokens coming. But we know they're coming. In this market, they won't matter. Insta dumped, nothing remarkable there. It's not going to help. But that said, we've never seen a bear market where there was any kind of stimmy. We've never seen it. Never. We've never seen it. We've also never had a bear market. When I say never, and I've dug into this, once before in a bear market have we ever had rate cuts. We are likely getting 2 or 3 rate cuts next year. We've never seen that before. The setup is there for a very different year. Either way, next year is going to be different. If we get the rate cuts and we are in a legit defined bear market, it's never happened before. We're going to get a this time is different thing no matter what next year. And I think this year was pretty different too. And then all the retirement money coming over. You guys know, we talk about this all the time. All these things, these catalysts happening next year. I don't want to be the this time is different guy, but it's going to be different. One side or the other. That take I fucking love, JY. I agree. The whole, K-shaped thing, I think that's what it is. Some coins, like Bitcoin, I think, perform very well. Most others don't. I'm with you exactly. The market's matured, and all these assets should be treated differently. They have to be. It's not whole crypto market pumps. I don't think I have a comment about what's the total market cap going to look like. It's not that. Will we see successful coins? Yeah. Will we probably see another Pippin next year? Yeah. Will we see a brand new hyper-liquid kind of platform in whatever kind of corner of the market, right? Dude, JY, exactly. We'll see crime happening. We'll see a great product come. We probably see new metas come. There will be opportunities in a way. Look, there we go, right? No matter what, this will be a different kind of bear market. I don't think I can be convinced otherwise until it happens. And I also got to say, what's happening right now, the slow time of the year where Twitter's dead and the market's boring, and still we have opportunities everywhere. Again, Pippin. Utility coins, Mufasa, yes, they do. And also now we're seeing examples of how they do until they don't. We'll talk about that. Another coin, another project acquired, and their coin zapped, not brought over with it. Crazy. That hurts more than anything. But we've seen this year after year, stretches of the year that it's dead, and we never tried to justify it with something. We never tried to figure out why. We just assumed that we have quiet periods, and I think that's kind of a big part of what's happening now. Quiet period like we see every single year. We're only hot for a few weeks, and at the best parts, a couple of months at a time. We're hot for really short periods of time, and then we're pretty dead and different now because we have so many more assets, so not as dead as we used to be, but I don't know, man. I think we're doing a lot of overthinking things just all around the board, right? That's what I think. ETF volume yesterday, horrible. Well, let's not even say volume. Let's just say performance. Starting with Bitcoin, 357 million outflows yesterday. Monster day outflows there. Over on ETH, man, just as bad. 224 million outflows. And then Solana, let's see if we go the opposite way. And we do. Solana is different. 35.2 million inflows yesterday. That's on Solana. Crazy. It's crazy. I love it. We have a hyperliquid ETF coming probably any day now, right? There was an amendment from Bitwise filed that usually happens just before they're launching. It's coming. Here, let's save that for later. Hyperliquid ETF coming. I'll tell you, Mufasa, I'm going to save that because we're coming back to memes. Yeah. I think also that too. I like Mufasa's got great takes. Memes will trade like OTC, trade OTC like penny stocks. Sexes will probably delist memes come. That I'm not sure, but they will start making criteria for delisting things. Oh, dude, I forgot one of the biggest stories out there right now. Hang on, boys. Let me go back and find this. This actually explains a big thing happening in the space. Not market exactly, but I hope I got this. Sometimes when I bookmark stuff, it doesn't come over from mobile. Please be here. Yeah. Guys, Alon's been MIA for like 6 weeks now, right? Right. Founder Pump Fund, nowhere to be found. Nowhere, not tweeting, no nothing. I saw people like pointing a finger saying, you guys didn't even show up at Breakpoint. They were there. The Solana team was there. And there were Solana streamers there. But guys, I think there is something really big and bad happening with Pump Fund. And this actually ties into some rumors from earlier in the year too. Look, I think this is all actually true. Alon and Pump are being investigated for violation of the RICO Act. Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Could that be why Alon has been radio silent for 6 weeks here? Could be. Now, this is even bigger. It's alleging that Pump Fund, along with Solana co-founders, operated a meme coin casino to coordinate MEVBot extractions, manipulate token launches, granted insiders access to new launches. And they're saying Peanut, Flog, and Fred are maybe mentioned in this lawsuit case, whatever. If this is real, this is a big deal. If the Solana founders are part of this, kind of a big deal. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but earlier in the year, there were accusations of this, that the team members were, there's some insider stuff going on. There were rumors of this all year, and they never got big. Those stories never got big, but I saw them often. I'm like, that's like a where there's smoke, there's fire thing, because we've seen that. We saw it with OpenSea. We've seen it with tons of big platforms. Insiders play a very shady game, and they think they're hidden and untouchable. We know they're not. If that's real, that's a black swan event. If Solana co-founders are involved, that's a black swan event waiting. It might be regardless if it's just Pump Fund alone. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe very bullish for the bonk ecosystem tied to World Liberty Finance, right? Mufasa, yeah, there's been talk about this, but I don't think it's ever really caught. And I don't think anybody knew it was actually true, right? And Moonship, right? Nothing happened with Hayden Davis. Everybody's back to being fans of Meteora and Jupiter again now. It's the weirdest thing going on. They also, I imagine, are being looked into or should be. I don't know, man. Cool thing. Hang on. This is cool. The beauty of AI. I can go verify if this is true or not right now. Let's go see. Is this true? Let's see. I like it. I like Solana. I wish I did it earlier. I wish I understood it more. Yeah, the chart's actually, yeah, fair. Moonship. And I've also always had a funny feeling about it. Alon's 22? Dude, I thought he was like in his 50s or 40s. Anyway, they've got screenshots. They've got what looks like real documentation. I think this is really, really true. And to, I think, Mufasa's point, thought we already knew this. This had been out there. I just don't think it's really caught. This only has, like, for as big a story as that is, 95,000 views is not much. Now he's got an update here. These are allegations only. Investigates used loosely. It's an alleged complaint. It's not being investigated. Okay, so this is not totally true. How about that? Oh, here's Mert. Okay, all right, this helps. Mert replied, this is a big deal, guys. This is a really big deal. It's been a thing for a while, surfaced several months ago on this app. Yep. Common for visible companies and generally a nothing burger. I'm not sure why they're silent, but I'm 99% sure it's not this. Okay, Mert replying means this is legit, but also it's an investigation. It's not a formal lawsuit. And it's a civil RICO case. Okay. All these help frame it a little better. And also, is it where there's smoke, there's fire kind of thing? If so, real bad. If it's a nothing burger, then it's a nothing burger. And you better believe when somebody gets so big, it attracts people going after you. It just comes with the territory. So keep our eyes on this. It is a big deal. It's a big deal. Big, big, big deal. All right, let's speed along because, man, I just rambled for 30 minutes here, boys. Sorry. All right, let's keep moving. We got a lot to get to. Oh, we got some job numbers coming in actually right now. We've got some payroll data or jobs data coming in now. So if anybody's got a link, DM me. We did get a report from Yahoo Finance coming on the show on Thursday, by the way, that employers likely added 40,000 jobs. I don't know what month this is for, but this is so interesting to me, right? My kids, I have an 18-year-old and I have a 15-year-old, and both of them are looking for little side jobs, little things to do. They can't find anything. And so, I'm so detached from that right now. And I hear the stories that it's a really brutal market. Brutal. There's no jobs. And when my kids are like, dude, what's going on? There's no jobs. My son, especially, because he gets it. And he loves Trump, right? And he's like, what's going on? I'm like, it's Trump. It's brutal. There's no jobs. It's crazy. Wintermute put out their recent market report. I love their market reports, by the way, but their report was basically a lot of the same thing. Nobody knows. That's the point. I'd rather they put out an article about the health of their of Wintermute. By the way, yeah, if anybody forgot, this is really a reaction probably to Japan raising interest rates. It's probably that. I don't know. Again, I'm no expert. But again, we're trying to figure out what and why. And Rand Nooner saying the market's broken. And yeah, saying 25 was supposed to be the year. It was supposed to be a crazy bull market. We have liquidity, pro-crypto U.S. government, ETFs, sailor buy-in, digital asset treasuries, all these things, right? All these things. And we're, man, not where we thought we'd be. But guys, didn't we also think when the institutions come that it changes the game? It's not organic on-chain trading, if it even was for the past few years. But we knew it'd be different. We knew it's completely out of our hands. We knew the whole thing would be manipulated in a way where we probably don't win the same. We win other places. We win on probably memes and CCM stuff and ICM, and there's other places we win. And some of you guys win here too, just trading the market. I always come back to Luna, right? But I'm sorry, this is exactly what I expected, and I still am expecting amazing stuff. XY putting out an article saying it's probably been a bear market the past year, and by definition, it has not been. But he brings up one awesome point, and I think I agree with him. The point about alt season, that we've been expecting alt season, right? I think everybody had been at least hoping for alt season, and it never happened. And some people still think it's coming. But his good take in here, and there might be a lot, I didn't see enough data to prove any of his points, even though they're data points, is that meme coin season was alt season, which is exactly the Murad thesis, which is meme coins are a vampire attack on altcoins. You know, his prediction is $100 million meme coin and multiple $100 billion meme coin, multiple $10 billion meme coins. And I agree with him. I still do. And this is years down the road still. I still agree with him. It is not the space what it is now. It's matured, and it's us aligning under a few banners, not 5 million banners. I still see it. But meme coin season was alt season. And we could probably look at numbers and see if you add up total market cap of memes, which got to 130 or 40 bill. If you add that to the rest of the, altcoin ecosystem, did we get alt season? I don't know. But I'm saying that there's data out there. We could actually find it out. But I like the take. And yes, that the Trump coin was the top. was absolutely the peak of euphoria. It was. And bear market directly after. Again, I can't call this a bear market with a straight face, right? I can't. But I can get with that argument, especially if this time is that different and next year is that different. I could buy that story. Okay. Some data that shows stocks tend to bottom actually would have been yesterday. Stocks tend to bottom on December 15th and rally to the end of the year. Maybe. It's my hopium. I'll take it. And still, I'm betting that next year is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I'm still betting. I believe. We got the JP Morgan news, right? Their money market fund on ETH. Incredible. Visa allowing banks to settle payments using USDC. It's coming. It's happening. Again, nothing does nothing for our bags, but it's coming. And some of those people will come and trade with us and hang with us and play with us and all that. Extractors, dude. We're going to cover one of them too. We got a big extractor still out there extracting, and we had the SEC privacy, crypto summit yesterday, which is cool. And I love hearing this. Paul Atkins saying blockchain tech could be the most powerful financial surveillance tool ever. And when I first saw that, I'm like, yikes. I thought he was speaking about that like it's a good thing. And I thought that would be real weird coming from him. But it wasn't. He's like warning about that. He's like warning that that'd be a huge problem. So they're watching and looking for the opportunity to use blockchain to give us privacy, right? And I love the Zcash meta. I love the privacy meta. That makes sense. And I think we'll end up seeing a privacy standard happen here. We need it. So that was big yesterday, at least having that said, and that they're not using it to surveil. They will, but knowing it's a concern too, it is. Extractors, though, by the way, extractors, right? Hayden Davis, Ben Pasternak, right? The guy behind Believe, kind of the guy for, responsible for the ICM meta, which I love. I still think it's a big deal. I think ICM makes sense and will continue to be it's a forever thing, I think, which is a different way of saying a utility token, really. But accusations that he's like a scumbag behind the scenes and he's dumping project tokens and lying about it. And man, it's just, we got these characters all over the space. Send Believe to zero, if it's even called Believe anymore, after rebranding and relaunching 2 times, 3 times, whatever. Crazy. Crazy. But it's a brutal market. The extractors, the no product market fit, another game shutting down here. Ether Games, gone. Done. It's brutal. And the biggest risk, well, I don't want to say the biggest, a big risk. I'll say it that way. A big risk. This was news yesterday. Circle's acquiring the Interop Labs team. Developers of, what is it? Axelar interoperability stack. Okay. So bringing them into the Circle ecosystem. I like that. They had a token already. And they're ditching the token, just like that product we saw on Solana. What was it? Vector.fun, like 3 weeks ago. We saw a Solana, platform acquired by, I think it was Coinbase I think Coinbase, ditching the token, right? And they leave the token behind and say, hey, that's for the DAO. They can keep it. They can keep doing their thing. And it's worthless then. They keep separating the product from the token, and it kills everything we dreamed about these tokens. And it's almost a betrayal. They did that too. That's right. It's a good point. Pump Fund did it too with Padre. Yep. It's a betrayal from the founders. And also, it's like necessary. It's necessary, but that hurts altcoins and ICM coins and what more than anything. It's that you can bet on a team, and then when your bet should pay off, it doesn't. And we'll see a lot more of that. And I expect that to be common. And I think that's going to make us very selective with what we buy. Your token has to equal equity. It has to. Caesar is showing us what that North Star is, I believe. And we should start expecting that from projects. All right, on to AI. Katz had mentioned here there's a new prediction market. Yeah, yep. It should be regulated, and it is via the SEC, and Caesar went through the SEC. And we need more of that. And yes, it probably means you got a KYC and all that stuff, but So be it. Everyone else is everybody jumping to stocks right now is KYCing. Like we got to normalize that and make that not sound so shitty. Actually, you should make some things easier. But I like cats. That should be normalized. What Wrecked Brands is doing, Wrecked Brands and Caesar, and you put the plague up there too. But that's the North Star. Caesar is an AI token who, like, this is like 6 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or something, announced that token holders now own equity in the business, in the platform. It's integrated in Virtual's ACP, but it did not launch on Virtual's, I don't believe. Here, we'll pull this up on Virtual's. Come on, bro. We'll pull it up on Virtual's. Virtual's tweeting out about swarms, clusters, ACP. You know, that's Virtual's thing now. It's their thing. But let me go find their prediction market tweet. Here we go. Prediction markets just got controversial, from politics to sports to culture. Virtuals lets you access prediction markets directly from X right on your feed. You can access prediction markets with Butler in 2 ways. Reply on X, find a game, event, topic you care about, tag Butler, see if there's a prediction market. What the market looks like. DM Butler. Oh, you can DM or do it right on X, which is pretty cool. And then I imagine you make your bet right on X as well. Would make sense. Katz, what was your question? What was your question about the prediction market thing? And does this mean now that Predict Base is now integrated in ACP? All right, let's see from Celeste. It's probably that one. Let's just double check. Yep. Okay. Want to create a market. Oh, interesting. Place a bet on football, politics, crypto, anything on Polymarket. Get signals and okay. Was the question if it was like some Polymarket integration? So didn't use your own agents. Okay. Good question, Cats. Yeah, dude, that is confusing. Yeah, okay, going for the engagement hack then. Butler agent browses the ACP registry based on the query, and these are 2 of the agents which are live on ACP now. Okay, good. So Predict Base's Predibot's in there too. AIXBet, the two biggest, best prediction market products on launched on Virtual. So good. But yeah, I was confused too. Real cool. We'll see if it's got legs. But betting via directly on X is awesome. Makes so much sense. And by the way, AI is not immune from all this crazy market action. Here's somebody who locked in, about an $18 million loss. This dude, or whoever it is, $23 million into AI tokens. And a lot we're familiar with, right? And wrecked. Even Botto. Wrecked from 23 mil down to 2.58 mil. Wrecked. Bummer. I hate to see it, dude. I hate to see it. Looking at the AI market, we're back to a $1 trillion market. How about that? $1.23 trillion market cap. Of course, it's broken again with that BNB token. Trying to remember, was it TheraQ that keeps getting counted? There's one of these tokens that keeps getting counted. IRC. Yeah, there we go. Moonship. I'm so shocked that we don't hear more noise about blinks. I remember when it was announced, like, that changes a lot, man. Like, it's putting your app basically in tweet. It's wild. But yeah. Yep. Solana Blinks fixes people betting on X directly and buying a token directly on X and checking out from anything directly on X for everything. It's cool. It's wild. Okay, so I'm going to assume the market cap is around 5 bill, maybe 4.8, 4.9, somewhere there. Fartcoin's your top coin, 332 mil, followed by Alktoshi, Tibber Turbo, excuse me. Infra, we're going to see Pippin cooking here again. It's Fett and Pippin at 500 mil. Mike Bennett, I'm so freaking happy for you, man. Remember, Pippin went from guys, I want to say 20 mil to 500 mil in a matter of weeks. And people are now asking the right questions, like, what the fuck is going on And we definitely have the answer, and we got it pretty quick here. It got listed on Aster, and it's getting crimed. It's what it is, right? So on Aster, traded on leverage, but it's more than that. It's a coordinated effort, supposedly from the Chinese community, criming a coin, which is great. Crime it away, have fun. That's what meme coins are for. But that's Pippin. That's why Pippin is not running because some like revolutionary tech, and maybe it is a little that, right? Maybe it is that a little bit, but it's not cooking because it's like, deserving, earned, whatever, right? Like, no, it's traders trading and gaming the thing, and that's what they're for. 500 mil. I can't even believe that. I imagine we all owned Pippin at some point too. It's cool to see. We got virtual DCAI and IOTX. And then in DeFi, it's Venice, Cortex Banker, OLOS, and AI Tech. And then let's just peek at Mindshare. Boy, I think we're going to get it all in. We're just going to keep rushing through it, but I think we're going to get it all in. Top of the Mindshare rankings, it's TheraQ, Warp, Elsa, Pippin, Cookie. Just crime. Dude, it's so funny. So when I saw it on OpenSea, the OpenSea page looks so good, and the way they talk about it. What's up, Ash? The way they talk about Pippin, the description on OpenSea, it talks about it like it is an infrastructure thing. It does. It makes it sound like which it is. It's, they describe it at least as a way to launch agents and, But dude, there's no posts in like a month. And maybe even longer. It might be a few months on the Pippin account. I don't think it's doing anything. So it's all fake. And GG's. That's cool. It's all good. Over to virtuals, Repo back up. 18 mil FDV. Man, I love Repo. I still don't get Repo. I mean, I get it, but I don't totally get it. But more and more, I keep seeing the comparisons to BitTensor, and I think that's deserved. And Repo has that kind of potential. So I'm going to stick with the predictions. We were right about, what was the first one, 20 mil? And it got to like 33. We were right about that when this thing was sitting at very like 5 mil. And I'm going to stick with the 50 mil plus prediction for Repo if the market will give us that. I didn't buy Repo. Only unicorn launch I bought is Reply. I should have bought Repo. But yeah, I haven't bought Repo yet. Nice. JY's good. Good. Yeah. Repo's legit. Anybody else catching a bid? Here's Slash that launched yesterday, 629K. Like I thought with that one too, it wouldn't be a nothing burger. It wasn't going to be sub 100K. I thought we'd be higher, but also with this market, crashing like it did yesterday, it kind of makes sense. But that also played out how we're thinking for the most part. Nothing crazy though. Dark Integration Live, Tencent Live, and again, those I thought would be nothing, and they are nothing. That's like most thing, cats. If I think something, believe something, doesn't mean I'm going to play it. That's why, you know what it is? It's why I tell you guys every time I make a trade. I tell you, and I literally tell you guys like every time I make a trade because I do it so infrequently. By the way, there's been a whole bunch of news stories about people who have been like robbed, murdered for their crypto. There was another big story over the past week or so, like 2 people murdered for crypto, something like that. So just, I tell you every time I make a trade, and it's hardly ever, and I'll just put it out there. I own no crypto. I own nothing. How about that? So don't come for me, man. I got very little for you. I got very little for you. You've got some NFTs. Pretty interesting. I love that. Pretty catching a bid makes sense. Pretty gonna get spicy again with increased volume. Yeah. Yep. I like that, JWise. It's why I used to tell people at least get your feet wet in Solana meme coins and throw like 0.05 Sol or 0.1, like just get a little and start get some skin in the game and start feeling out stuff, right? It's a good point. I mean, imagine you had $100 of Pippin, or it's a bad example because who could predict that? But I like it. We should be playing. Hey, especially on base, especially on Solana, you can play with $2. You can play with $5 or what, you know what I mean? You can play with very little, but it keeps you in, and you will get your here and there your $5 that turns into 100. You'll get those. Okay, token teller, RoboTrain, I'm just seeing if there's anything new on the board. Redex, no, there's nothing here other than Neox. Neox, I didn't listen yet, but they were on the Big Will and Goon show this morning, and I need to go back and listen. They're legit, and that one's going to do well. That one's going to come out at like, well, you know what? For that one, I think it's being considered like a neobank. I think you put that one probably right away at the like 4 to 6 mil FDV range, and I don't have a great feel for that yet. I know that's more than anything we've seen since since Repo and since Reply. This will be the next best one since those guys. This is probably going to be like, yeah, I think I feel good there. 4 to 6 mil. And if it's 10 plus, if it ends up doing like a VPay or mute swap or anything, that wouldn't surprise me either. That's like the path that Neox will be on. Just from how what I've learned digging in. It's going to be one of those. Okay, so just for that reason, because I mentioned those tokens, let me just peek at VPay. VPay 4 mil right now, so way low. But this is who I'd compare them to. VPay, PRXVT, and Mute Swap. Okay, so this is kind of the target. Let's lower it from 4 to 6 mil. Let's go more like 3 to 5 mil or so. Somewhere around there. I think that's the right range for Neox. But you gotta play there. You definitely have a play with Neox. It does, cats. Yep. I always say it like that too. What is the market going to give us? I don't think the market's going to give us a $10 million token now at all. Repo's an exception. Repo's different, but I don't think the market's going to give us a new $10 million runner unless it's like real different. Repo is real different, really different. So yeah, I don't think we'll see 10 mil. Now, if we go full on crazy mode again, a lot of these same ones are going to 20, 25, 30, 50. If we can get spicy again, some of these are $100 million tokens. They are. But in this market, no. Everything's priced where they should be and probably even high, depending. Keep on moving here. For you Kindred AI fans, one of the first guests we ever had on the show was Max. Nice guy. I like what they're doing. I can't say I believed in what they were doing, but happy to be wrong because their price action's been wild and their engagement's been wild. I mean, those NFTs got up to like a 1+ ETH floor, which is wild. We had free whitelist. We had whitelist we gave away on the show. So that's wild. And they have this other mint, and I kind of faded it a bit. Whole other token coming out, and apparently it did very well. 268,000 Sato ant companions sold. Yeah. So to be fair, they swept up their own floor and then announced that their floor was now over whatever, and it was them pushing it there. But that's why, yeah, it's why it's hard to be giga bullish on them because I know their stuff is a little fake, but also maybe it's just business, and I don't know. But it's not like, I was about to say not organic, but then again, 260,000 sales of whatever. I don't know if they're NFTs or what. Oh, this is sponsored. Okay. This changes it a little bit. I think a lot of their stuff is artificial. I saw CoinMarketCap tweeting about this. I'm like, oh, dude, they're really getting some attention. Oh, it's paid. That's a paid tweet. And man, fine. GG's, they're playing a game too. So GG's the Kindred. Also, we'll chat about that when Say comes on the show. Say is coming on the show Thursday, so we'll talk to them about their move into AI. Going to be spicy. Say's coming on, I believe, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Again, on Thursday. Say's on. If you guys know Philip from Say, I think he's their like biz dev guy. But yeah, it should be cool. Ken on Say is interesting, man. Hey, you know what? It gives me something to talk about. So kind of perfect. All right, let's quickly do NFTs and then we're out. How are we looking on this side, man? Not great. About where I'd expect. NFT sales around 10 mil. Yesterday, sellers down, buyers down, transactions up, average sale price almost dead flat. And trade profits 1.7 mil in the negative. Oops, cheap. I like that. And yes, Kin feels like a big old extraction event. I mean, I can't say big old. It's on, yeah, but it is that. Top collections, we've got all these fake. These are scam collections. Mutant Ape. This is a fake mutant collection. This is a fake Milady collection, and there's some of the top volume collections in the past day here. A lot of laundering still, man. Like a lot of money laundering still, and wash trading and whatever, but lots. There's more too. Like there's more of these fake scammy collections. Yeah, Cats, it doesn't make any sense other than it's a paid partnership as well. And yeah. Now this tells me a lot. I'm gonna hop to Magic Eden and look at floor prices, but FFV putting, I mean, like, it says a lot saying he can afford a CryptoPunk but doesn't want to buy a CryptoPunk right now. They're at a 2070th floor. You know, I mean, what does it say? It just says a lot about this market. People who can afford a punk don't want a punk because they believe it's going lower. Pudgy's at 4.49. Bored Ape's at 4.86. We are going to be talking about very soon both of those at 3 ETH. And if this keeps going on, we're going to be talking about both of these in the 2 ETH range. That's where we're heading. That's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. It's just a thing. It's not, I don't know. Yeah, it's bad or good. I don't know. Bad if you're holding still. Not bad if you don't care. The ultimate thing, what reigns is it's still liquidity. It's still liquidity. If people had money, they wouldn't be selling. Like, right? If you have plenty of money, you're happy saying, I'll hold this to zero. I don't care. I just love the thing. Right? We all do that. I'll speak for me. I do that. If I've got money, well, then I'm like, I'm not selling my GVC. I love it. I'm not selling any of it. I just like it. I don't care. Price doesn't matter. And then it matters when you have no money. It matters a lot. It's the biggest factor here in the market, period. It's just that. People don't have money. Oh, dude, by the way, Mesh, I'm sorry. I just see you on Abstract right now. Okay, on Abstract, Mesh makes a really good point. This is going back to Pump Fun and the Alon news. He said if Alon is actually 22, like 22 years old, then that story's probably true. Don't trust the Gen Z founders. I mean, no offense, Gen Z, but a lot of Gen Zers made you look bad. I'm being a smartass, like, but you know, there's a little something maybe there. Maybe I just know people can very easily, and especially if you're younger, I imagine you kind of get drunk on like what it feels like to make a lot of money real quick. I can't believe he's actually 22, man. I got to double check that. I'm real curious. I thought he was in his like 40s, man. God bless him, right? It's awesome. And, you know, I understand how tempting it could be at the, remember that I mean, it's a meme and it's a meme coin, but that kid who, rugged his meme coin and gives the finger. It's like, I just think younger people maybe are more susceptible to that. Cause like in crypto, you think you're untouchable and you think you can't be found. And like, I think there's something there. And I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong, but I think there's something there. Alon is 22. Grok is telling us that's real. I didn't know, dude. I thought he's in his 40s. That changes a lot for me, to be honest. I thought he's like this well-seasoned, like businessman, and like I didn't know. It kind of changed a lot about Pump Fun to me. Kind of does. Anyway, NFTs, where are they going? I imagine a lot lower. I'm going to save a lot of NFT talk for Thursday. Okay, Thursday. It's going to be a panel. It's CyberKongs. It's Cool Cats. It's probably another couple of big NFT projects, and we'll be chatting about, where we're going. I heard Henry yesterday chatting about Pudgy Penguins and not getting what they're doing. And I'll at least share this point. And I'll probably share the same thing, well, on Chart Monkeys tomorrow and on the show. But like, look, he didn't understand Pudgy Penguins. Okay, he used an example. Red Bull putting like an ad, a sticker on a slot machine in Vegas. He's like, he doesn't get why. And he's like, that doesn't make me want to go to the slot machine. And this is a conversation more for me and Henry, I guess. But I'm like, dude, it works the other way. It's not to get you to use the slot machine. It's to get you when you're out in the real world and you're looking for you're in a gas station, you associate Red Bull with something that was hopefully fun in the environment. It's about, having the thing in front of your face. So like down the road later, you're more susceptible to buying it. But like the conversation was really about like all the things Pudgies are doing is really cool. Like on this Las Vegas Sphere, cool. All the toys they're putting out, cool. But like, does it matter? Does it move the needle? Does it move the price? Like, no. But I think with these NFT teams, it's not about moving the needle right now. It's not about doing something crazy now. It's, to me, proof of work right now. So when the opportunity comes down the road, when you figure out the thing that does move the needle down the road, you're alive to be able to do it. And you position yourself as like this team that executes at that crazy level. As like the leader, you position yourself so when the exclusive things come out down the road that do move the needle, that you get them. So I don't think we should be judging these teams yet on what they're doing and how it moves the price. These teams are just sitting here executing and treading water in a way and they're just proving what they're capable of, and they're getting themselves set up for when that big thing comes. They're there. They're the ones who deliver it, or at least they're there to get that opportunity for the holders here. That's what I think everybody's trying to do right now, or should be trying to do. Don't worry about right now. Worry about in 5 years if we found the thing. And I expect that we do. We'll get deeper into that, I think, over the next couple days. A lot of NFT talk over the next couple days. But yeah, watch for this. If that's the vibe, if that's the sentiment from people with money, they don't trust prices right now, then I think we go a lot lower. Quirky's launching a token today. Love them, by the way. Poppy's great. Launching a street token. This is going to be a TokenWorks token. We won't go deep in this. We'll chat this also on these NFT shows, but another TokenWorks token. This will probably do well because we've seen the GVC and the Chimpers tokens do well. This one will too because it's like those. It's the first coin for a community who probably wants a coin. Those work. You make that your core token of the community, they work. They work different. So that is today, 4 p.m. Eastern time, streets out. It means there's probably an opportunity there. It means there's probably a shot at making some money. It's a rabid community, man. And they got whales. Poppy says they have the best concentration, the best how did he put it? They got the best curated group of whales, he said, anywhere in NFTs. I could get with that. I could believe that. Poppy's great. He just attracts like good people. He does. So, oh yeah, funny enough, I forgot, but we had a little Pudgy thing here. I mean, more Pudgy toys in Walmart next year. Oh no, this is old. Sorry. But yes, we will have more Pudgy toys next year. But this is another thing on, what are they doing and what does it matter? And, I shared my piece. We have Magic Eden doing ordinal buybacks, right? So they're taking fees when you're trading ordinals, and 15% of it go to a buyback. And it's essentially a buyback and burn. They've said these are going into a forever wallet. They're not being sold. I don't think they're being given away either. I think they're just reducing supply, which I think is cool as hell. This pays off in years. If it pays off at all, but I think it does pay off in years. So I dig that. Yeah, JY, remember, they have big news coming. I think ME does okay. I don't know how crazy, but right, they haven't really revealed their hand with what they got, which is iGaming, right? Internet gaming. So like gambling. They're going heavy into gambling, and I think heavy into prediction markets. I think Magic Eden's gonna be like a prediction market, casino-y, gaming platform. And I think it just moves on some of the news. I don't know if it's going to do anything crazy, but I think it's got a little pump in it for sure. But they've not revealed that. They've not said prediction market yet. It's just job listings make it obvious, and other things that, I think I've heard is prediction market. MetaMask now supports Bitcoin. Pretty cool. Does it matter? Yeah, maybe a little. And we have the big base event tomorrow. I mean, they could just burn them, right? Send it to the Satoshi wallet. Oh, JY, you talking the street token? What was so bad about it? Or is that ME? Oh, it's probably ME. Yeah, that has to be ME. Tomorrow's the big base event. This is gonna be cool, dude. Okay, Coinbase is gonna announce a prediction market, their own prediction market platform. I don't know if it's gonna be powered by Polymarket, powered by Kalshi, powered by just their own. Maybe powered by I don't know. Who just launched their prediction market here in the States? Uh man, who just launched that one this week? Luna, what's up, man? Hang on. Gemini, it was Gemini. Gemini. Maybe it's not gonna be that, but I'm just saying. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sovereign. Um, yeah, don't know who's powering it. Hey, maybe it's Predict Base. Maybe. Doubt it, but maybe. Anyway, big event tomorrow. I hope they talk base token. I hope they just give us like a little info, like, are they gonna airdrop to the community? How are they gonna do it? Is like using products on base gonna help you get, a little base token drop? Like, I hope we hear a little bit about that. Maybe get like a loose time frame. But again, we'll hear prediction market. We'll hear probably some products we haven't heard of. We're gonna get tokenized stocks as well. So it's a big event tomorrow. See what comes from it. Pretty cool. And then finally. Oh, cool shit, Moonship. What is it? We got a builder here. Love that. OpenSea fam. Wave 3 ending here Wednesday. Yeah, you can unlock it. I think maybe the season's even over, maybe, but you crack open the chest tomorrow. You get those rewards. Some people get a crypto punk, some get a doodle, some get a nothing burger. I got it pretty much a nothing burger. But we'll see. And then wave 4 starts, which is awesome. Let's check out Luna's the trader here. And probably some of you other guys too, but Luna, what's your there we go. All right. Let's scroll Luna's profile and start getting FOMO about how this man's doing. Look at that. Look at that. Got his 2x on Ripple. More than a 2x shorting Sol. Dude, ridiculous. Yeah. Just build your bot and set it to copy trade Luna. Pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool. All right, guys. So reminder again, big show Thursday starts at 5 a.m. This is the guest list and more. Can't wait to announce more. Yeah, Sue coming on, Arbus coming on, Big Will, Cool Cats, CryptoSlam, CyberCons. I can't wait for Henry, of course. Dapper Labs, Dr. Emma Sage, Mythical Games, Nate Geraci, Say, Tatum, Tradeport, Troon, VPay, Webacy, Zyber, Yahoo Finance, and Jay Squiggle. Again, and more. And guys, if I can find a spot, a window of time, I am going to fire up a Spaces. Let's say if we have 30 minutes or an hour, I'm going to fire up a Spaces, and we're going to make that part of the show too, which is kind of freaking cool. I've got some people I've been chatting with that want to come up or that I want to come up and chat, but I think I might open it up for everybody again for 30 minutes or an hour if we got an hour, and just like us do our thing and hang and talk about it. And the community deserves, I think the community always deserves a segment or a spotlight and things like that. So should be cool. Moonship prediction markets are too centralized and ripping people off with fees. Oh, well, shit, man. Moonship's cooking. So guys, follow, subscribe at CryptoSlam on YouTube. You can follow me at Hudah_idiot for sure, but stream is on CryptoSlam.io. 12 hours. Starts at 5 a.m. Eastern time. It might go longer too, man. It might. And then follow Slam Nation X over on X. The full schedule is going to get tweeted today for the show, so be on the lookout for that. Everybody's on for 15 minutes or so. I think somebody like Yatsu probably on for like 30 minutes. And then we have some panels. We're going to have some group discussions here too on the AI stuff in the morning, NFT stuff in the afternoon. And we actually might have some of those more like TradFi or like businessy ones. We may have a little group talk there as well. So a lot of fun stuff coming and details incoming. So there we go. Guys, I hope today is awesome. Luna's giving away some lighter points. All right. Keep us posted, sir. Keep us posted. Enjoy your day, fam. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Goodbye.